Amy's gonna sit there. Yeah.
Amy's watching this.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over on the end.
Let me just make sure it says. Okay. Okay.
All right. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to call the game from right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
So I'm going to be mouthing it up.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. No, it's so good to see you. Welcome one and all for another exciting, fun-filled, action-packed Lewis Palmer hockey game. All three of you that are out there, thanks for joining. I'm getting set up on the south side of the arena. It's been a wonderful day here in Colorado, exactly what we look for in weather, and that's why we live here. I'm getting set up. We had a flurry of activity right before the game here, trying to get everything all kind of sorted out. It's always fun with the technology of these rinks. Wi-Fi is, well, it leaves things to be desired at this place and others. But we are set up and we are actioning from World Arena. I'm going to have some history for you tonight. About this place. It's got a bit of history, so it's really cool here, but our boys are out getting warmed up. We're playing the Pine Creek Eagles. This is a crosstown rivalry, if there ever was one. This is it. There's going to be a hard-hitting game tonight, and we're gonna bring it to you live. My name's Mike. I'm the father of Colin Saber, and I've been calling the games for you and having fun doing it. So we got everything set up, and we're up here, not so much a skybox, but a place where I can call the game in relative peace and quiet. I'm on the south side of the arena. Our boys are getting done with their warm-up. This is going to be a hard-hitting game, folks. I'm going to tell you right now. This team that we're playing against tonight is no joke. They're coming in undefeated. They're 5-0, I believe. They could be 6-0. But we're going to take our game the best we can to them. We're going to be playing south. Loose pucks, and we're going to be underway here in moments. Thanks for joining us wherever you are in the world. It's nice to have you. Our boys are giving out a shout. They're right in front of me, not in front of you. And like I said, this is going to be a hard-hitting affair tonight, for sure. Your viewing is going to be impeded. This rink is horrible for video. It's level 10 disaster. That's just the way it is in this place. It's packed really tight. They didn't think about the fans at all, especially in this ice sheet. But there is a rink to play on. That's what counts. You got to have a rink to play on in order to have the game of hockey. You got to have an ice sheet. So that's what we got. The boys are lined up. Pine Creek boys, they have got their full squad out there on their end line. We've got our starters out here, and you can see them down there. That's your view right there. They're calling out our boys. There goes Sass. He's getting geared up. The acoustics in here are horrible. There goes Black. He gets the start tonight. Colin Saber, number 14, taken to the blue line. There goes Bradley, number 18. Here we go. We are the away squad. Okay, there we go. That's Bantal getting the start tonight. Way to go, Bantal. We got Vaughn on the goal. There we go, Vaughn. Vaughn has been playing lights out. I got to call that kid out. He has been playing A-game hockey the entire season. It's a phenomenal performance each time. This Pine Creek squad is big. These are some really, really big dudes. They're introducing their starters right now, and we will have the national anthem here shortly. I can't hear a dang thing on the intercom. It's just like it doesn't exist. By the way, we as a family know half of this team. The Pine Creek squad, we played club hockey with a lot of these kids for years. So a lot of these boys are friends of ours. So we'll see how this goes. But we're going to pause for the national anthem. The national anthem. Our boys are going to give a little rah-rah cheer. They're going to collect their helmets. They need that piece of equipment, and we're going to be puck drop in moments. It's 7:39 in the p.m. Mountain Time, coming at you from Colorado Springs, Colorado, USA. Zebras are gathering themselves. We've got four total broken out of the zoo, which is right up the street, by the way. This is an award-winning zoo right up the road. Colorado Springs. Look it up if you're ever in town and you're looking for something to do. That is something to go see. It's a phenomenal place. But they let 4 zebras out of their enclosure, and they're out here on the ice on skates. They're going to call the game. Shaking out the net. I don't know what that's about, but hey, if that helps the game of hockey, I'm for it. All right, again, we're playing the Pine Creek Eagles. Everybody is banging against the boards. They're ready to rock and roll. And we are about to be underway here. Puck drop is underway. This is going to be a game, folks. Hard hitting all the way. Saber ushers that in over the blue line. It goes in. They got to escape because they were offsides. Sass goes down there and touches it, so there's the call. They're going to escape the zone. I am, by the way, calling the game from the south side of the arena. I'm going to see if this works. I don't want to bother the folks in the stands during my play call. I might move. We'll see. Don't know yet. Okay, the puck drop goes Eagles' way. They're going to shovel that up into the air. Comes out of the zone. Shovels it back. Dangerous pass. Pine Creek's going to do a dump and chase. They're going to get a shot off. That goes right into the bucket of Vaughn for a save. Starting lineup's going to stay out there, no line change. Zebra's hand is up, and we're going to get going again. Okay, Mantal's going to get this, and it goes to Black, who shovels it ahead to Saber's trying to give chase to it. Bradley's going to be able to get this out of the zone. He shovels it up. Bantal picks it up, and he does a dump and chase. They're going to go for a line change. That goes full length of the ice, no icing. Sass shovels that over to the corner. behold the shape of the rink. That goes center ice. We even know the coach on this squad. Saw him before the game. He's a great guy. Okay, that goes out of the zone, right in front of you. Action's kicking over to you. Again, your view is going to be hindered by the unfair architecture of this arena. But the X-Bot is X-Botting, and it's going to try to find a locale that's suitable for your viewing pleasure. We've got a full house here. You should see it. There's not a square inch of ice window available for viewing. It is full up all the way around. It's like Sharon's got to go over to the bench for an equipment issue, and out comes Gallagher to replace him. That goes to Clark, who's here. He's on work release, I guess. This is going to go full down for icing. No, they wave it off. There's Bailey, who's giving chase, goes over to the corners. Britton shovels it ahead. There's an opportunity, and their keeper covers. Nice little get by Britton. He shoveled it ahead to Bailey, and then it got covered by their keeper. All right, line change, wholesale style from the squad of Pine Creek. I might very well move in the second period. This is a weird place to call the game. Anyway, here comes Pine Creek with speed. The Eagles gain the zone, but nice little defensive play there by our squad. Goes over to the corner. The Zebra goes right behind him. Give that man a stick. Get him in the game. That goes over to the line. That gets shoveled around the box back the way it came from. That's the hand is up, but that's not going to go full length. Our boys are going to get a line change. Out comes line number 3. Here comes Rowe. We got Bradley comes out. That is a icing call all day long. Okay, we got Sharon out there. His equipment issue is apparently fixed. Hand is up. We got who do we got out there? We got Helen. That's Sharon. Sharon's number 39. He's not been with us. He had he got injured. And that goes back to Bradley, who cuts it ahead to the back, and it goes back behind the keeper. Out it comes. This has been a pretty good back and forth play, way to go so far. Back behind our net. Bradley shovels it up to Helen, who works it up through the middle. Bradley's going to give chase. He's going to go over the line. Again, we know half of this team. My goodness, there's no names on the jersey, so I can't call them out by name, and I don't have a roster. But we know this half of this crew. It's amazing that the world of hockey and all the people that you get to meet. Okay, Sharon's working it up to the left, and he's got some speed. He works it down to the corner. Behind the keeper he goes. He's looking for an outlet pass. Shovels it to the point, loses it, it escapes. Now it's going to work around to Black, works it back to Bradley, he fans on it, and then he takes out the player. Good play, very good play defensive. Bradley, he missed that puck, and then he just picked up the man and shoved him to the floor. You gotta love that. You gotta love this. This is going to be a healthy game right here, folks. It's going to be a hard-hitting game, and it's going to go the whole way. These boys came in, they're ready. This is a crosstown rivalry, and all these boys know each other. Time, he gave up that puck. He was just kind of looking at it, and he let the other player scoot around him. He picked it up. Here comes a shot, goes through traffic, goes wide. Sabres giving chase. Time shovels it over to Moore. He's going to push it up the boards. That's near side for you guys. That goes center ice. Eagles have to clear out of the zone. Here they come with speed, trying to dump it over to another player. Time gets it back. He's shoveling it around. He works around the board. Sabres going to try to pick this one up. He gets leveled. He gets popped. Another pop here. Sabre paid for that one. He was going for the puck, and the other player just upended him. Okay, Bailey's got it. He's going to shoot it. He's going to put it all. Always a good idea to put it on net. Another shove towards the center. Didn't work. Sharon's got it. Bailey's giving chase over to the corner. Here come the Eagles the other way. They got some speed. This kid has got some serious speed. That number 4 is something to watch. They got to get out of the zone. They do so. That's their first line right there for sure. Here comes Clark. He's going to shovel it down. He's going to go on a solo effort. Through to the center. He gets it stick side. Nice little move there. Nice little move there. The keeper came out and he covered. Okay, we got a stick on the boards. Looks like it got laid down on the ice. This place is full. I mean, it's standing room only here. We got a sellout crowd. Thanks again for joining us, wherever you are. It's great to have you. This is Pine Creek versus Lewis Palmer Rangers. Keeper covers on a shot. We'll call it a shot. That gets bottled up, shut down for another face-off. Puck drop goes Eagles' way. He's going to shove it behind the keeper. Round the corner it goes. Cross-ice pass doesn't connect, but they're going to catch up with it. Nice little play there by Bradley. They were offsides. That's a rather large zebra, well fed at the zoo. All right. Hand is up and getting into position here. Who do we have out there? We got Rowe, Clark, Helland, Gallagher, Bradley. That's the full lineup there. Bradley's got it. He's going to work at center. Tries to shovel it through traffic, unsuccessful. That gets bottled up, and he's going to shove it into traffic. Didn't get through, so it bounced in the corner. The zebra is directly in the way. Get out of the way, son. Helen fans on that, but he's still battling. Goes Pine Creek's way. A couple of players. Zebra's right in my view glass. He's getting in everybody's way, including mine. All right, that goes full length of the ice. The big boy Zebra is going to pull it back, and looks like he's going to get the puck drop on the south end of the arena. Number 16, Jones. That's a new number. We haven't had him out there. And oh, nice little hit there. Pine Creek player just gets shoved into the boards, fancy style by Black. Black's got it. Oh, no, give up here. And nice little save there by Vaughn. Vaughn with an awesome save. Kept it out. It went off of his skate blade. That was right in front of me. That was so close. Oh, my goodness. He stretched out all the way, and he kept that out of the goal. That was an awesome play by our keeper there. Got to hand it to Vaughn. He has been showing up. That was a full force save right there. Kept the score even zeros. Goes across to Moore. Congratulations to Vaughn. I'm still reacting from that. That was an outstanding save. He stretched out all the way to stop that one, but the net was wide open. That was a big give up on our end, and Vaughn shut it down. So good stuff for Vaughn. Wholesale line change. Out comes Britton Bailey. We got Sharon, Bradley, and Clark. Clark had a nice little play a few seconds ago. Let's see if he can repeat that. He went full length. Britton got shoved to the ground. Bailey fanned on that one. Out, back it goes. They're getting Pine Creek's getting a lot of time down on their offensive end. Back and forth play there. That's going to go centering pass, doesn't connect, chips out to the boards. That's going to go full length of the ice. The hand's up, and we're going to have a stop. There we go. Well, you got 10 minutes, 30 seconds, and I know I've got to tell you the time because you can't see it at all. We got two scoreboards on either end of the arena, and showing zeros. I'd like to put a point on the board. That'd be nice. That's going to fall. They waved it off. It went all the way around, so they waved it off. Snow is collecting already, and they're only 7 minutes into the game, so the puck is going to be slowed to a crawl. You can see it. It's already collecting out there. There's a whistle. We got a couple of players coming together, and they're changing Bible verses. And Britton, that was Britton, and our number 10, no foul. I think it was offsides is the call. It was a beautiful day here in Colorado. I mean, you think Colorado in December, it's typically super cold, but all we've been getting is 50 and 60 degree weather. It's like phenomenal. Got to hand it to the weatherman. He's calling them pretty good shots on on the weather forecast. We like it. All right. Trying to keep the zone, unsuccessful. Number 16, Jones, he got dumped on the blue line. Trying to escape the zone. Number 15 just gets flattened. The hand is up, and that's going to be a penalty for roughing. Number 15, Lent, just got faulted. And boy, do we know that player. That player is Nico. Yep, we know him. He was our enforcer in the in the club scene. It looks like Lent is going to get called for a penalty too. He must have had some nice words to say to to Nico. Nico, by the way, that player that went into the box, he was an awesome hitter. I got to hand it to that kid. He's small, but he's mean. He brings an A game to everything. So they're going to stay 5-on-5 hockey, but Lent and Nico are going to go for a little 2-minute timeout. Okay, 9 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. We haven't had a shot in a while. I'd like to see one of those. Black shoves that in. They escape the zone, go back in, so they tag up. Looking for a point. Time shoves that back to the corner. The snow gets it, slows it down to molasses. Out it comes. Yeah, they're already starting to hit. This is going to get chippy. The hand is up, and we got a high stick here. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. That was gross. You would never hear that on a pro level hockey thing. They would go on mute. So I apologize. Speaking of announcers in the NHL, there was an interesting story that hit this week. There was one of the longtime announcers another shot, goes through traffic. I'll tell you the story in a minute, but that was a hard shot. A couple of good ones there. Looking for an outlet pass. That skips up to Saber, who gets a handle on it. He's going to shove that back in the keeper. Goes right over the top bar. I wish. Another big hit. Number 3 upended Clark. They're starting to hit. It's not even halfway through the first period, and they're starting to throw each other around. We're going to see some violence in this game, I think. All right, Clark's got it. He cuts back the other way. Nice little move there, and he's still going solo. He can look for an outlet pass now. He's still weaving around. He's going to try to get a shot off, and he does. That goes right into the center mass of the keeper. Okay, back to my story. There was an awesome story out of the NHL. Not so awesome for the announcer. There was an announcer that was caught on a hot mic incident. He said something that was, not so righteous, and it was kind of a funny moment. But I think he got a 2-day layoff, which is saying something because he's been the team's announcer for, oh my goodness, 2 decades. So really long time. Offsides is the call. So they're going to get him back, and they're going to have a sidebar talking to him. I can't remember the team. I want to say it was the Philadelphia Flyers. So if you're sitting in front of your computer, look that up on Google. NHL announcer, hot mic, Philadelphia. I think that's it. I think he was in the job for like 26 years. So they can't cut him. But he said something pretty stupid, and it gave me a chuckle. Anyway, here comes Pine Creek. The Eagles have got it. Looking for a centering pass. Doesn't connect, but it's still kicking around in a dangerous spot. Rebound, nice and juicy. Still bouncing around in a very bad spot. Bradley gets that out. Yep, here comes Gallagher. He's working it down. He gets the back checked by a breaking Eagles player. And it's coming the other way. A couple of players come together there in a love tap. And here comes Bradley. He puts the brakes on, circles back, cuts it over to Black. Nice little move there to escape the zone. That is clearly practiced this week. Good stuff. They've had some trouble getting it out of the zone. The Eagles player just slaps that down the boards. This is going to go right to Vaughn, and he's going to cover up. Saber and number 20 are shoving each other, saying hello. Our boys are circling. And again, we got a full house, and I tell you, the noise is loud in here. They fixed the intercom. Something fierce. They got it going on now. So here we go. Moore shoves that around the ice, and that goes right by Saber. The hand is down, so no icing. and waved it off. Sabres giving chase. He gets there, harass the player in the corner. It's working around. That goes right off the end of the stick of Sass. He couldn't get a shot off. The boys have to get out of the zone because it barely touched the neutral zone there. Goes center ice. Moore's looking for a cross-ice pass. Gets it to Clark. Works it right back to Moore. Nice little move there. Give up. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous give up by Moore. That's the second time that's happened there. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, don't do that. Mad Dog. Newspaper SWAT. Okay. We got Sharon. We got Black. Britton. And Bradley. We haven't seen Lent or Nico come out of the box. They must have gotten a 5-minute special. So working around there in the corner. Nice even game here. We've had some good shots. So has, Juicy. That gets covered up in the legs. And see, here we go. Fighting going on down. You touch the keeper and you're going to be getting some feedback almost instantaneously. That's what happened there. Vaughn gets some ice cold water. And here we go for another face-off. I would say that Pine Creek has had the juicier opportunities, but Lewis Palmer has not been without. Oh my goodness, Brett Bailey just got shoved into the boards. He got bent over the side of the boards on the. So he got to see his boys on the bench up close and personal. All right, centering pass didn't connect. We get it out of there. Here comes Bradley. He's going on a solo effort now, and he's trying to work it through 3 guys. That's never worked. A couple of players came together and got dumped. Britton shoves that around. Bradley's going to go for a breather. He must have taken a hit too. Moore comes out, and down the ice it goes for a full icing here. We're going to get a wholesale change, as is the Eagle squad. We got 5 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first period. We're coming at you from World Arena. If you want to know something about this place, this is an Olympic training site. They do the short track speed skating, or they did for a while. They got a lot of stuff that comes through here for the Olympic teams. This isn't the original. Another give up there. There's a penalty. And they did a continuance there, but that was a give up by our Jones, and that was a turnover, and their number 26 rolled down and shoved it in. The hand was up for a penalty anyway. So Eagles get on the board. Our boys have been giving up some passes down in our defensive end that they cannot do that. And that was the third one of those. You know, if they keep doing that, they're going to connect at some point, and they did on that one. So with the goal, the penalty will not be enforced. Penalty will not be enforced. But Jones, that was a give up. Another one. Nice little pass, give and go there. Our boys are giving up some juicy stuff in the zone here. Can't do that. 1-0 is the score. Eagles are on top. Eagles have got it. Goes over to the corner right in front of me. Centering pass goes right to Lewis Palmer. Sabres going to work it down. He's going to dump and chase. Nice little move there down the boards. Goes behind the keeper. He's still giving chase. Trying to do a stick lift. Went past him. He gets popped. Still bouncing around. I don't know where it is. It's over in the corner. Sabres going to give him for a line. Nice little goal there. Nice little goal. I think that was Sharon that shoved that home, and he got on the board. He picked up a loose puck, and he said, "Yeah, I'll take that home." Nice little top shelf goal there, and Sharon levels the action. Outstanding. That's Ranger hockey right there. Sharon has been we've been without him because he was on the football squad that went to the state championship, but he came back and he joined us. This is his second game of the season. He was hurt for one game, and it's nice to have him back. He shows speeds down the left-hand side, and he was able to wrestle that away from the Pine Creek player and shovel it home. The Zebra dropped that puck. And there's another give up. Britton gave that right up. He goes back check and he just dumps that player on his noggin, and he's going to go to the timeout box too. Oh, that's a 1-2 punch delivered to you by Britton. He's going to the timeout box. 2 minutes is going to go on the clock for a timeout. They're not even there. It is okay. The penalty is up, and we got a trip for 2 minutes at the 4:41 mark. So we're going to go on the penalty kill, and this penalty kill is brought to you by Lux AV. That power play, this power play for the Eagles. Lux AV, they blend cutting-edge audio-visual technology with hospitality-first service to create unforgettable events all across Colorado. So if you're looking for some AV love, call Lux. They'll give you all the love you want for the AV that they deliver. Okay, that's shoveled back in by Sabre. We got 30 minutes spilled off of the penalty kill here. Out comes line number 2. Whistle, it must have got up into the net. There's a net that goes around each end of the rink, and then the side, the short side where the cameras are, and that keeps people from getting hurt, but the pucks can still escape the arena, especially on the player side, on the bench side, I mean. All right, this is 4-on-5 hockey still, and here comes Eagle Creek. They're trying to do a breakout, and there's another scary player. That guy's got some serious speed. Back check, picks him up, but he's got some flavor, so I've got to watch him. He points it, rolls around across the blue line. There's number 11. He's looking for an outlet pass. That goes to Moore, and he gets it out of there. He gets upended. This Pine Creek team, they know how to hit, and they will. If you're not minding your manners, you're going to get dumped. So that is something to watch out for with this team. And these guys are big. I wouldn't want to get hit by any one of these kids. They would jack you up. That was from Nico, and that goes right into Time's leg, and he's going to feel that tomorrow. He's going to limp over to the side, I think. He's still going. Here comes Britton. He wants number 2. Not the number 2 that we're thinking about when you say it that way, but no, he's working for number 2 on the scoreboard. Gives it up. We got 20 seconds more to spill off of this penalty kill. Out comes the breakout. Their number 8's working it down the far side. Vaughn shoves that to the corner. Moore's got it. Works it around the oval. And chopping it around. Just pin it, son. They're looking around for an outlet. Scores 1-1. Centering pass dangerous, but now the penalty's up. Number 16, Jones, is going to give chase down the far end. We're 5-on-5 hockey again. Nice little give up there. Sharon picks that out of the blue line. He's looking for a centering pass. Oh, dangerous. Very close. A nice rebound there. And that was a good opportunity. Sharon is making some serious action happen. Like that kid being out there. He's working it down. Very creative play by him, and he's got some speed too, so something to watch. Okay, that's Jones giving some harassment to the Eagle player. It goes off the ref. Nice job, ref. These refs are, whoa, that went up and popped somebody in the head. Looks like a hurt player too. All right, we got 2 minutes left on the clock in the first period. 2 minutes. Score is 1-1. This is exactly what we were expecting in this contest, a real even play. And a hard-hitting affair. There's been a lot of guys that have got to put their butt on the ice on this thing, and that's not going to stop. Oh, Sabre fanned on that one. That gets shoved back into the ice, but that went right over Sabre's stick. Very, very close. He almost connected on that one. That's Bantal missed it, and it's going very dangerous. That went off of the left pipe. Very dangerous. Sabre shoves that down. That's going to go for an icing, but that was a good call on Pine. Good show by Pine Creek that went off the left pipe. Vaughn's going to have to give that a love tap because that saved him. 6 viewers, and I see one is joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana. Wherever you are, thanks for joining us tonight on the Lewis Palmer Hockey Network. We got fans all over the world, and this one is not local as well. Centering pass, and Bradley shoves that player to the boards for doing it. Long ice pass, he's going to get a shot. That goes through traffic. I wouldn't want to get hit by that piece of vulcanized rubber. Sharon gets tripped. Where's the hand? It's up, and that's going to be a penalty. We're going to go on the power play here. We'll take it. This power play, by the way, is brought to you by Big Mission Auto. Big Mission Auto is in Palmer Lake. Your German auto repair specialist for Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, and VW. They've been around for 40 years doing what they do best, which is fixing cars. So if you're in Palmer Lake and your car needs some help, take it to Big Mission Auto for some love and assistance. All right, the Zebras are getting their stuff together. Very loud music. I hope you can hear me, but 2 minutes is on the board for that trip, which was obvious. Sabre gets that leaked over to the blue line, and that's going to get picked up by a Pine Creek player who just shoves it down. Vaughn's going to give that a stop. Sets it up for a breaking out Bradley with speed. He is coming out of the cannon. Goes past Bantal, works it to the center. Now he's going to give it back to Black, who's on the point. Shoves it over to Sass. He's going to center it. Sabre was there but couldn't connect it home. Nice little play here. Sabre's looking for a centering pass. That chips up into the center. I think it went on top of the net. No, it's stuck in the back of the net. That's clear on the other side, and my eyes are not what they used to be. So, you know, you're going to get what you get on that call. Top line stays out there. We got Bradley, Sabre, Black, Sass, and Bantal. Bantal's going to go for the puck drop. We got 34 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Bantal, he takes it, picking it up. That goes to an Eagle player who's going to shove it down. Here comes Black, who's going to shove it over the other way. Uses that man, very dangerous play right in front of the keeper. He's working it down the right-hand side. A dump and chase move is underway. See if they do well on the forecheck. Sabre shoves that behind the net. Nice little move there. They're still keeping it in. Sabre's giving chase. Goes around to Black. It chips right up over his stick, so they got to escape the zone. And that will end the period. Period is over, and these boys are going to go into the locker room tied 1-0. Again, this is exactly what we were thinking is going to happen with this contest. These teams are very evenly matched. And both of them are very well coached. And you can see that in their performance and their play. This, by the way, is their home ice for the Pine Creek. And I want to tell you about them a little bit. Pine Creek, let's see, what can we tell you about that place? It opened in 1998, and it's part of District 20. If you know anything about the districts, and it pulls kids from all over the place. Glen Eagle, Black Forest, Northgate, Cordera, and Flying Horse. Those are all the neighborhoods that work into Pine Creek. It's like all the other schools. It's not just, it's not like football where every high school gets a football team. They pull in and they form a team. So it's a little harder to make the squads at these high schools for ice hockey. But they're a hard-hitting thing. They had Ed Saxter led the program as head coach for a long time. I don't think that's him anymore. But they're very, very competitive on the scene in hockey. And again, we know a lot of the boys that went to that they were on our squad way back when. But anyway, I am going to take a break, and I'm going to come back at you in a little bit. We got the purple Zamboni. Man, that thing looks weird. I've never seen a Zamboni quite like that. That has no decoration on it at all. That might be the ugliest Zamboni I've ever seen. But so yeah, we got the ugly Zamboni for you. So you enjoy that, and I'll be back to you in just a little bit. Folks, I'm back with you. The ugliest Zamboni in, it could be America, is just leaving the rink. And man, that thing needs a reboot. They must have had a sale on purple paint or something, because that's just, come on, where's the creativity? It's just not even there at all. But anyway, our boys are going to come out of the locker room facing, they're going to go from north to south. So from your left to the right. Some more premium hockey is coming at you, courtesy of Pine Creek and LP. What can I tell you? If you're keeping track with the NHL, as I am, you will know the Colorado Avalanche are having a record year. And I'm not kidding you. The NHL has been around for a really long time. The Avs are on pace to break every record there is. They're number one in the league for sure. They've only lost 2 games the entire season. They've lost some in overtime, but when you do that in the NHL, you still get a point. So they're having an amazing year, and there's several awards that happen through the course of the season. They award the best team, the team with the most points, which, by the way, is a curse. Not one of those teams that have had the most points in a regular season has gone on to win the Stanley Cup. So that's interesting. Point number one. It's almost like you don't want to be the number one team. But the other thing that happens is the top offensive player and the top defensive player get awarded, and both of those players are on the Avalanche. Cale Makar is out for the best defensive player of the league again, and Nathan MacKinnon, which I don't know what happened to him. So whatever his mama did, dropped him on his head, smoked during pregnancy, whatever it was. He came out and he is a phenom, and he is a team player, and he's just an unbelievable player to watch. It's astonishing, actually. Our boys right in front of you, they vacated the that was funny. They vacated the zone there, and they went out on the ice, and they were summarily excused from the ice by one of the zebras, who said, "Get back over there." They weren't ready for him yet, but now here they come, and we're going to be back underway here. Our boys are coming out, and here they go. Okay, we're coming out on the power play, and I want to remind you that this is brought to you by Big Mission Auto. Thanks, Big Mission, for your love and support of the LP hockey program, which is an expensive affair, and that's why we need you, our sponsors. We thank you and everybody else out there that buoys and supports our program. It's an amazing thing. Okay. Our boys are gathering. The large zebra's got his hand up at the center, and we're going to get banging here in a second. This is the second line that's getting the start for the second period. Britton gets shoved to the side. He was overzealous there in the center. Now Bailey's in, and he gets the puck drop, and here we go. Back and forth, give and go to Moore. Fans on it. Another give up right in front of the keeper. My gosh. I think that probably got caught up in the hand is up, and our boys are going to go on the penalty kill. Who's going to the box? Who is that against? I was looking at the looks like one of their other players is, yeah, Eagles going in. No, it looks like LP is going in. Looks like Clark shoved too hard over there. They said that wasn't good fair play, so that is going to keep things level for about 40 seconds, and then they're going to get a 1 minute and 20-second power play. All right. Well, we want to tell you one of our sponsors is Sarah Sausage, Colorado's premier wholesale meat distributor, crafting the finest fresh sausages, never frozen since 1983. That's a long time, so thank you, Sarah Sausage. The hand is up. 4-on-4 hockey, you can't do that. So that's going to come down the other end. I cannot for the life of me bring this recording live on my machine. We are still suffering halfway through the season with technical issues. Sometime before the second coming, we're going to get this thing figured out. All right, Pine Creek's getting some action down there at their end. We got another 15 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Centering pass leaks way back to the blue line, back across, and they're going to tee it up. That gets shoveled around, very dangerous, goes behind the keeper. Looking for an outlet pass. Now we're on the a penalty kill. Let me find my words here. That was an exciting thing from, I must have been closer than I thought, but again, that's clear down the other end of the ice. Their number 11's looking for an escape hatch down far side corner. That gets picked up by Bantal, shoves that back. Nice little play there. Their number 11's working it through the center. Cross ice pass, center. Look, he's going to work it behind the keeper there. Centering pass, very dangerous. Vaughn shoves that over to the boards. A couple of players come together. Our number 22 looks like he is hurt. Oh no. I hope he's okay, but he got crammed against the boards. Hot. Who is that? That might be Moore. Yeah, he's picking himself up. And that's going to be a penalty. It looks like he's going to gingerly skate back to the bench. Yeah, he's still rolling. He's back up. He's favoring his right leg. He's picking up that left one. I hope he's okay. He's still out there. It's kind of rolling around. Maybe he's working it out. He's talking to the ref, and he's telling the ref he's okay. Refs are talking about it. That could be a boarding, a 5-minute major. Looked like it to me. And they're going over there, and yep, that is going to be a major. So our boys are going to go on it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey again for 40 seconds. And then, yeah, Moore's getting tended to by the ref. They're smiling, so he must be okay. But the Zebra is over there talking to the other coach, and that's what typically happens. He might get ejected. We might see an ejection here. That was a serious offense. Moore, he got to kiss the boards in an ugly way. At least he's standing up. Hockey players are built different. You do that to me, I wouldn't be out. I wouldn't be back here for quite a while. Yeah, 5-minute major, and we might see a kid get ejected from the game. And I knew this was coming down here today. I knew that this was going to be a hard-hitting affair, and I haven't seen anybody go off the ice yet. But our boys are banging against the wall, as is the Pine Creek squad. And this is going to go back into the zone, but we get a 5. We're going to get to have the fun better end of the stick here. In about 30 seconds, it's going to be a power play for a long time. Okay, the puck is working behind the keeper here, back and forth. Still 4-on-4 hockey. Outlet pass goes far side. Their number 24 is breaking through, and he's going to get stick side for a shot. Vaughn picks that up super easy. That gets shoveled ahead. Britton was slow to get there. Couldn't pick it up. Goes back the other way. Now we're on the power play. Britton's going to get a breakout. Here comes Sharon. Sharon's going to break her out, and off the moorings, that gets stopped. The puck was over the line, and the ref waves it off. It definitely went over the line. That looked like a point to me, but the net got pulled off of the moorings. Nice little move there by Sharon to break in front of the keeper. He is showing some spirit, but he was going for score number 2. That's bouncing around, and it's going to leak out of the zone, and it's going to go over the other end. Still power. We're on a power play for another 4 minutes. A couple of players come together there. Bradley shoves that behind the keeper. No one there to get it. Finally, it goes up to Saber, goes off the skate, goes the other way. Now it's going to leak out. Sabres got it. He shoves it back to Black, who just pushes it right back forward. Turnover. Creek's way. He shoves it across the boards.